Hey, it's B Kid Obama, man. And today we got you with a drop fade, Blzzzap banger haircut tutorial, man. So first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna come in with a 3 guard and just create our canvas. We're gonna create a nice shape for the drop fade. So you're gonna see that we're already making this 3 guard go down instead of going straight across. This is to create that drop fade effect. So we're just gonna go all the way around the head here with this 3 guard. We're gonna flip to the other side here, do the same thing. We wanna make sure our client's head shape is in a perfect position so that we're not breaking our backs as the barber. So you're gonna see as I'm doing the 3 guard, I like to comb it down just to make sure that it's all in the flat spot instead of picked up after you hit it. So we're basically going to hit the 3 guard. Back here, you can see that we're kind of making sure that we don't leave any huge harsh lines. Then we're going to come in with our 1.5, and this is just to create a nice canvas for our design that we're about to punch in right away. Then we're going to come in with our design here. We're doing a freestyle design here, so this is just all off the top of the head. We're going to come in with a nice curved line just to start off. We're going to immediately 3D that curved line just to kind of make it pop. I was kind of thinking right when you see it, when you look in the mirror, you're going to see this 3D zigzag right away. So that you can see I'm using the corner of my blades for the whole design. You want to have a sharp trimmer that is kind of curved, not super straight, so that you're able to go curved with your lines. So you can see right here, we're connecting all of our lines. We don't want to have any separation with our lines, with this design at least. And that's just to kind of make sure that the design is symmetrical and that the design stands out. So you can see all of my Z's, the tips, the peaks, they're all lining up at the same spot. So you want to make sure that your peaks and the zigzags are at the top are all symmetrical, and this will make your design just look that much crispier. So on this one, I was kind of wanting to mirror the beginning to the end. So I'm going to do a curved line right here above the Z, and I'm going to make this 3D as well. So this first initial Z is all 3D. You're going to see here, we're coming with our corners of our blades. This is a really precise spot, so we want to make sure that we're really using our corners right here. We're going to bring that right into the other Z, and you can see that's kind of like a 3D, swirly zigzag. It's pretty dope. And then we're going to come in here with a little bit of a slash just to kind of end off that picture right there. And then we're going to come in over here and we're going to do another swirl on the bottom of this third Z. This is just to kind of make it to where it's going to the right direction now. Instead of on the other Z's, they were going to the left. So everything that we were doing was angling to the left. Then we're going to come in. We're going to make sure this swirl right here is really popping. You can see that's a perfect, almost C right there. It's a perfect swirl. And then we're going to come above that, and we're going to do another swirl. And that's pretty much going to match from the top to the bottom. And then we're going to come to the other side, and exactly on the beginning, we're going to make that bottom of the Z 3D. And this is just to kind of give it a peak. And this is just to kind of make sure that the design is symmetrical on both sides. So you can see when I bring it back to the front that the design is all symmetrical. Then we're going to come to the other side here, and we're going to drop our bald line for this drop fade. You can see I'm arcing it around the ear. I'm going down below the occipital bone, which is the bone on the back of the head. And that's to make sure that the fade is right below that occipital bone. So we're going to get this bald line all set here. We're kind of just punching that bald line in. We're not really shaving up to the bald line, we're punching that bald line in because we want it to be super crispy. And then right after that, we're just going to clear out all the hair below it just to make sure that we have a nice canvas. Then right after that, we're going to come in with our shaver shapers, and this is just to make it super bald under that bald line. And what this does is it creates a super nice gradual shift on the fade. It just makes it super crispy. Then we're going to come in and punch in that C curve right away. This is just to kind of make it to where we have a foundation for this drop fade. And you can see that C curve right off the bat. That thing is hitting. So we're going to make sure that C curve is just all right where we want it, detailing it, punching it a couple more times, coming with our clipper all the way open, create our first guideline here. And we want to make sure that our first guideline is at a finger width length every time. Every guideline we're going to be putting in is going to be at a finger width. And this is just going to make it so our fade isn't compressed and it's more stretched out. So there's more of a gradient look to it. Then we're going to come in with our clipper all the way closed and just knock out a little bit of that bald line. We did do a little bit of foil shave, so we're going to have to knock out that bald line a little bit more with our trimmer. Just kind of come in and point click that with the corners. Then we're going to come in with our clipper halfway open, fade it up to the guideline, and then take this all the way back. So we're basically just going to be doing a bunch of lever play here. Clipper closed, clipper halfway open, clipper all the way open. Just a bunch of lever play. And just remember, clear the bottom line with clipper closed, go halfway with clipper halfway, then 3/4 to get right into that next line. Then we're going to come in here with our 1.5 all the way closed and just kind of flick into that 3 guard. And basically what this is going to do is it's just going to create us a nice vision of what the fade is going to look like. So you can kind of tell with my fading techniques that I like to create a space, fade it, create another space, fade it, create another space, fade it. It kind of makes it to where the fade is very precise and to where you don't go off track at all. You don't go off into it. Then we're going to come in with our 1 halfway closed and just flick right into that 1.5 pretty much. And what this is going to do is just going to soften that middle line and just make it a little bit more eligible. Then we're going to come in with our 0.5 halfway open, flick halfway into that bald line. Kind of doing a little bit of lever play because in some areas it is a little bit denser than others. Then we're going to come in with our clipper all the way open and just flick that bald line out while also using our 0.5 guard all the way closed to get out that bald line. And then we're going to go 3/4 of a way just to kind of flick into that 1 halfway open and then rinse and repeat all over. So you could basically tell, like, I was basically like fading in a technique where it was like fading to where I see the space. So like wherever I see darkness, I know where my clipper open is. I know where my clipper with my 0.5 halfway open, I know where all of that is. So I'm making sure that it is all in the same spot going all the way back on the fade. We take this all the way around here with our 0.5. 0.5 is like the magic guard. 0.5 is what's going to bring all that other work together. 0.5 is what's going to bring that that separation from the clipper open to the 1.5 that we set there in the beginning. And then basically we're just going to be doing lots of lever play here. Just lots of detail work, just making sure it's really popping. That detail work is pretty much what's going to separate your fade from everyone else's. Then we're going to come over to the other side here. We're going to set our bald line for our drop fade right below our design, just to kind of make it to where there is some gradiency going into our design, where there is some like fade going into our design, so it doesn't just look like bald design. Like you want to have some separation so that the lines kind of pop out a lot more. And all right, so first thing we're going to do here is clipper all the way open. Just setting that first initial bald line. You can pretty much see right where it connects onto the other side. Then we're going to come in with our clipper all the way closed here. Just taking out that initial bald line. Just kind of fading that out. And then coming with our clipper halfway. Fading right into that 3/4 of a way. And then opening it 3/4 and fading right into that next guideline. And we're basically just going to take that all the way to the back here, connecting it to the other side. So you can pretty much see as we're fading, it's blending right into that other side. And we don't really have to do too much connection because that initial guideline that we put in with that clipper open is always going to be a finger width. Then we're going to come in here and punch in our C curve. And with our C curve, we like to make reference points, one at the top, one at the bottom, and just connect them. Like you're carving a pumpkin. Draw 2 points, connect the lines. Tap them up just to make sure they're really crispy. You can see that C curve is just hitting. Then we're going to come in with our clipper 0.5. Just fade the rest of that stuff out. Just do lots of lever play. Do lots of flick motion here. Basically what you'll want to do is kind of make sure that you're just... You have a full guide on the other side. So basically you want to take that clipper all the way closed with the 0.5 and just flick. Just do lots of flicking motions and then open it halfway. Use the corners of your blades. Pay attention to the way the hair is sitting. Pay attention to the way the hair is laying. Pay attention to if it's growing from the left, if it's growing from the right. If it's growing from the right, you'll hit it with your points from the left. If it's growing from the left, you'll hit it with your points from the right. That's how you'll create a consistent, crispy fade. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to create that lineup in front. I like to start from the middle with my lineup and then go from left to right. So I'll go from left, but in reality, it's going to right on your client. So you're going from right to left, but for us, it's left to right. So we're going to start in that middle, create that initial guideline, go to both sides, hit it on the C curves, hit it on the vertical bars. And then we're going to come in here and that front is pretty much our guideline. We're going to take that all the way around. And pretty much what that is going to do is create us a perimeter to cut to. Then we're going to go up on top and we're going to point cut the whole top. And basically what point cutting is going to do for the top is just going to make it to where it has a lot of jagged edges, where it has a lot of texture, lots of movement. This is thick hair, so we want to create movement with it. And you can see we're just taking this all the way to our points. Our reference point from the front and our reference point from the back. Taking it from the front, going to the back. Point cutting the whole time. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to make it to where when we put in that product at the end, it's just going to be Blzzapped, man. So we're going to just do this all over the head. This is some of the BK shear techniques that I will furthermore show you in one of my other videos and really show you like a shear cutting video. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to straight razor this design. Really make sure it's popping. Really make sure it's standing out. You want to shave gel the whole entire canvas pretty much. Come in with your straight razor and really just using the top point of your straight razor. It's kind of like your initial drawing point. And you'll just kind of want to like tap the lines to where they just pop out just a little bit more. And you can already see that first initial Z is just popping all that much more. You want to take that all the way, all around your whole entire design. There's not a single point you don't want to straight razor. Unless you're doing a design where you want certain parts to stand out more than others. So let's say we wanted this arc to stand out, but we don't want the points to stand out. What you would do is you would straight razor the arc, leave the points like the trimmer line. And it'll create like a fade effect throughout the design. But for this one, we're going for a continuous, just popping, banging freestyle design. Then we're going to come in here. You can see the lines are already hitting. I don't need any chalk. This is just going to pretty much enhance the design. Make it look like it's popping out at you. Make it look like it's 3D. We're going to take this white chalk. We're going to pretty much take it all the way through the design like we're drawing in a freaking coloring book. And then there's a trick that I like to do. Basically, after I color it in with the white chalk, I like to brush it. And what brushing it's going to do is it's going to make it fade. And man, here we go. Check this cutout, man. We got a drop fade Blizzy banger for you guys. Come check us out, man. Over here at Royal Avenue Barbershop. Come get right. Come get Blizzy. Come get Rizzy. Hope to see you soon. Click that link in bio to come book with me. And tap down below for any comments, questions, or anything like that you guys want me to answer, or any type of videos that you guys are interested in